All right, we're going to get into the weekly poll. Last week we asked, if available, what defenseman should the Leafs target? And the options were Jacob Trouba, Hampus Lindholm, Tyson Barrie, and the fourth option was reply with another defenseman. And Jamie's pick, Jacob Trouba, was the winner by 38%, followed by my pick. I guess you guys didn't know each.
Well, that's the thing. Last episode,
didn't.
we forgot to actually include the weekly poll. Like, we forgot to ask the poll in the question. That was the first time we forgot to do it. I noticed it afterwards.
Each defenseman here, we all picked. Jamie picked Trouba. I picked Lindholm, which was second. And
Honestly, I thought Hampus Lindholm was gonna win. Honestly, but
I thought so, too.
I'm glad that Jacob Trouba won because to me it still makes the most amount of sense.
And then Bryson's pick, Tyson Barrie came in third, and I think we got a Cam Fowler suggestion.
But I got a scathing tweet. Without him knowing it was me who picked Tyson Barrie. It wasn't directed at me either.
I know, I saw that.
He was like, whoever chose Tyson Barrie needs to reevaluate their life. And I was just like, okay.
Like,
Wow.
sometimes the comments can get a little overboard. But
Yeah,
I think Tyson Barrie's a fine top 4 defenseman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him, but I'm just saying right now.
Yeah, like out of the options, I do think Trouba's the best defenseman. But the reason why I picked the reason why I picked Lindholm is because I don't think the Jets are going to want to give up Trouba for 1 year for JVR until he hits UFA.
Well, I mean, I'm just looking at it this way. Winnipeg could use the cap space. JVR takes up more cap than Trouba does. And, like, in this case, Trouba could play in a real big hockey market because he doesn't want to play in Winnipeg.
Yeah,
and
I think there would have to be more players involved because there's no way Winnipeg's giving up Trouba for 1 year of JVR.
Oh, no, no way. But I think that makes the most amount of sense for both teams.
Yeah, and with 6% of our 73 votes, we got a couple of replies. Bobby Renault saying Cam Fowler. I don't know if Cam Fowler's really going to be available.
No.
I heard he's not. He's a good defenseman.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, that's one of the guys you would...
Like, there were rumblings about it, I heard, but, like, Anaheim was just like, no.
I kind of feel like there's always been a little bit of rumblings around Cam Fowler, but nothing's ever come of it.
It's like the Paul Millsap of the NHL.
And, of course, I love this because, you can't pronounce this. Hockey Queen XO said, I wouldn't mind Shattenkirk, but he'd probably cost a lot. So
it's true.
We're back
it's not
to the
that he would
Shattenkirk.
cost a lot. He costs a lot of time.
No, he would literally cost a lot now because I'm hearing all the deals now are all, like, sign and trade based. Like, he signs an extension, but he's being picky. Like, I heard he rejected something with the Rangers. Or no,
it wasn't the Rangers. The Lightning.
It was the Lightning, right?
I think he wants to go to the Rangers. I think he's around. I think
he wants to play in a big East Coast market team.
I'm gonna look it up. I think he's from Connecticut, which isn't that far from New York.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's been the rumors that he wants to play in a big East market.
We talked about this last week. He wasn't opposed to a trade to the Leafs or Habs.
Yeah,
but for Shattenkirk, that's something I revisit in the off season. And I don't give him 7 years times 7, whatever the hell he wants. Well, hell no. I wouldn't go more past than 3 years.
We're not real big fans of the term.
No, I would like. He want you just said he wants something like 7 years.
7 times 7, 7 times 6.
Yeah.
I was like, no, Toronto's not going to go down that road like this early on after we just got rid of our 8 over 8
but
and
at
7
the
over
same
7.
time, do the Leafs have to take advantage of their window with Matthews, Nylander, and Marner all cheap?
But but you would do that with I wouldn't do that with Shattenkirk. That's too.
Yeah,
that's too much of a commitment.
Maybe necessary to do with Shattenkirk, but I'm saying, do you kind of somewhat go all in?
That's a buyer's deal, and I don't think we're 100%.
I would say
yet.
next year.
I'm not saying at the deadline. I'm talking about.
Sorry.
I'm saying next
I'm
year.
saying in
yes.
the off season.
Oh,
for sure, because
unless it's a sign and trade, I don't know.
After next year, their rookie deals expire, right?
No, it's a year after that.
Okay, then
it's 3 years.
Then it's either.
Wait, for Nylander, I don't know if they burned a year last year.
I think they did because he played over. What 10 games?
It was way over 10.
Oh yeah, he played.
He
played like the end of the season.
Yeah, so then they burned They burned.
Well, for Nylander, they probably did burn. Okay.
Yeah, and they've.
Yeah, I think that was the big talk last year. Should they call him? Yeah. Okay. So I think they did burn a year.
And we have seen the market 4 defensemen start to be set a
Oh.
little bit?
Never mind, he's a New York native.
Oh, so there you go.
And everyone fucking wants to play for the Rangers.
So with that being said, the Leafs match their last year's point total at 69 points.
Nice.
If some of you Goon fans out there know that's Doug Glatt's number.
And it also has no double entendre meaning whatsoever.
With fortunately the Islanders taking a loss last night as well to Columbus, but Boston taking a win tonight and surpassing us in the standings by 1 point to take third in the division, moving us down to the second wild card spot, which actually leads into our poll.
Okay. This isn't exactly the way Bryce and I will tweet it.
We always figure out some other way to tweet it on Monday or Tuesday.
With the teams the Leafs are fighting for third in division and last wild card spot.
Slash? We'll say slash.
Yeah, because the Leafs still have a chance at
Fuck, they could still win the division.
Yeah, but that's why we're gonna have a fourth option. But which team scares you the most? Boston, Florida, or the Islanders? I'll just give my answer right now. For me, it's Florida, because even they just went 5-0 on their road trip. But since coming back on their 0-2 on their homestand, but they're still really healthy. Reimer actually has a starting job, it seems like now.
Yeah.
Imagine the Reimer is the guy who knocks the Leafs out of the playoffs.
Oh, that would be sweet redemption. I wouldn't even be mad at that though.
But when Florida's healthy as they are now, they scare me. That Vincent Trocheck, man, he's a hockey player.
And Yager, of course.
And Yager,
with
Barkov,
leadership like that. Yeah.
And they got a good defense crop too. Ekblad, Yandel, and Demers.
I don't think the Bruins are in it for me. I'm not. I don't know, man.
But the thing about the Bruins,
they're sneaky.
They don't have. For me, they don't have the best roster on paper. The Leafs are actually 3-0 against them, but apparently they have a lot of good underlying numbers, like really good analytics.
Yeah, they've got really good advanced stats.
Apparently, they're one of the better. I think they're the top possession team in the NHL. If I'm not mistaken.
Well, I mean, they've got that 1-2 punch with Krejci and Bergeron. So I mean, you can't really go wrong with those players.
Do you think Montreal has a chance to miss the playoffs? I do. I think they can miss the playoffs
at this point.
If they continue to. Kind of, because they weren't impressive in that last game. Just looking at it,
I wasn't overly impressed with Montreal last night.
Yeah, no.
And the Leafs are missing 2 of their top 6 forwards.
I mean,
I think
these next 2 weeks are going to be crucial for them.
I can see Ottawa winning the division, Montreal sliding out of the top 3 and fighting for a wild card. But I think it's more likely the Leafs are in a wild card spot.
You know what I could see happening here? I could see the Canadiens falling to 3rd in the Atlantic. The Leafs moving up to 2nd in the Atlantic, and the Senators winning.
Because Senators have
think about that home ice advantage versus the Habs.
I can see that. You know what? Yeah, I can see that for sure.
That would be a hell of a playoff series.
So you're saying Bruins would be in the wild card?
Yeah,
Bruins or Panthers? Because like I said, I'm not that scared of the Bruins, and I think the Panthers are more. I think my answer is gonna have to be the Panthers.
They scare you the most?
Yeah,
that's my team too.
Out of those,
I really like a lot of them. Like a lot of them have. Like you've got Tavares on the Islanders and really good.
I was looking at the Islanders schedule. They're in the middle of a 9-game road trip.
Yeah.
And even after that, they play more of their games on the road.
And they just dropped a pretty big game against Columbus.
I'm not sold on the Islanders.
Yeah, I guess. But then,
remember the fourth. You can say the fourth option is going to be comment. You can say Montreal or Ottawa because technically we are fighting with them.
Yeah, you could pick a totally different team out of this.
Yeah,
I think you know what? It's probably going to be Ottawa.
Yeah.
If any team, it's going to be Ottawa because I see Boston dropping.
Yeah.
It's either going to be Ottawa or Boston actually because I see the Islanders dropping a few games and I see Florida dropping a few games before the clinch.
Ottawa.
This is like our predictions with like 20 games left.
Ottawa only has a +2 goal differential.
So yeah, I think it's probably going to be one of those two, is Boston or Ottawa. I know you guys don't hate definitive answers, just based on the lineups that they have right now and the way that they're playing right now. Like Montreal to me seems on a consistent trend, of keeping their spot because they have enough points to keep their spot.
They had
Jamie, I don't know about that. I'm
I
looking
know
at
they
the
only-
standings right now. Leafs are only 5 behind them with a game in hand. If Montreal keeps on trending downwards,
it's entirely possible that Montreal could lose.
But
but I still think they're still
Montreal-
going to make the
Me
playoffs.
too.
I don't think they're winning division though. I think Ottawa is.
yeah.
But yeah, either way, I think it's going to be Ottawa or Boston.
All right. Perfect. Vote in the weekly poll. Reply to it too. If you vote other, please reply to it
And
if you vote other, because
If
we
you're-
need to know.
If you're scared of option D because you don't want to engage in conversation, we won't engage in conversation with you.
put an asterisk. Don't talk to me, and then
Ju-
play your team vote.
Just we're curious. We're curious.